So my name is Zach McLaughlin. I'm a first-year physical therapy student here at UCSF with a joint program with SFSU as well. So I live with some depression, a lot more so the anxiety side of things, and they're very much rooted in these past traumatic instances that I've had in my life, and they just kind of manifested itself over the years since I was maybe 12 or 13, and it's kind of just been with me since then, and I didn't really start tackling it until a couple of years ago. So, and I'm still managing it today, as is mental health always. It's something that you manage every single day. That hasn't happened most recently, but it has been common for me to also have like panic attacks too. So I guess that's the more extreme side of the anxiety, and that can be frustrating and debilitating too, to have to work with those panic attacks. The mixture of the depression, the anxiety, it can definitely hinder my motivation and drive to really fully show up and be present in my classes, studying outside of classes, and even building those professional social relationships with my cohort and other people. My behavior comes off a lot as very recluse, very shut off from other people. And that shows up interacting with my partner, my family especially. I don't think understands fully the scope of what my anxiety looks like, and I haven't really been able to talk with them about what that looks like. And then friends as well, just maybe not being able to really be vulnerable with my challenges in those moments. Started with seeing a therapist, and I didn't find the right one right away. There have been a couple of times where I've met with someone where I was like, you're not really helping me out here. It's and that's okay. The first person that you see is not always going to be the best fit, and making sure that you are with someone that you feel safe and comfortable and is really going to address those needs, someone that can empathize with you, is so important when finding a therapist. But I eventually got there, and that was about 3 years ago, where I really started addressing my anxiety, the depression, and thank goodness for that human. Like they were very, very, very helpful in helping me really process through some traumatic instances. And then I took a break from therapy and then used some other methods like meditating or journaling or exercise, socializing with friends, being vulnerable and being transparent about my journey thus far with other people helped to kind of maintain that mental health too. I don't think if I hadn't had certain formative experiences since living through some trauma, I don't think I would have ever maybe gone as far as processing them. I had maybe surrounded myself with a lot of negative self-emotions about those experiences, and so to then, I guess, see it in a different light, recognize that they were mental health challenges for myself, and then kind of got put on that journey of then being able to really identify my emotions and develop that into a toolbox of emotional intelligence and emotional connectivity with other people. And when it starts coming from people who have, I guess, a little bit more authority or respect from a larger proportion of people, like healthcare providers, like executives, people in higher places in that hierarchy, are when they're transparent and when they're honest about mental health, that I think helps reduce the stigma too. That transparency helps build trust, and that's, I think, when someone trusts you, then that's what's reducing stigma. My experiences with therapists have always been that they want to make sure that you get the help that you need and that you want, and that they're not there to take control or take your secrets or your experiences away from you. They're there truly to help you. And so I highly recommend reaching out. Mental health is just one aspect of it. Your physical health, your emotional health, your spiritual health is all interconnected, and it's all part of the bigger picture of who you are as a person. And so, taking care of one generally helps in other areas as well. And so just being mindful of, what aspects of your health can you really address or need addressing, and it usually snowballs into the next thing. And I think that's a great way to approach your health overall and live a healthier life.